Gold simply lost value for the first time in history. In Cairo, traders argued as the value of gold changed before them. On the horizon, a cloud of dust slowly swallowed everything. A caravan so large that it seemed to cross the entire desert itself. But who was the man who controlled all this? In July Isen ISS, Cairo woke up without imagining what was to come. Merchants began another ordinary day among spices, fabrics, and local currencies. A young scribe recorded prices without knowing he would witness a historic event. Just before noon, some traders stopped when they noticed something in the distance. A huge cloud of dust slowly advanced beyond the city walls. The guards climbed the walls trying to understand what was approaching. First camels emerged slowly through the desert dust. Soon behind, men, servants, soldiers, and pilgrims appeared in impressive numbers. At the center of the caravan traveled a man who would change world economic history. Thousands of kilometers to the south, gold already supported a large African empire. The Mali Empire controlled some of the largest known sources of gold. African gold fueled trade routes that connected different medieval worlds. For centuries, caravans crossed the Sahara, connecting Africa and the Islamic world. In the 14th century, Mali was one of the world's greatest powers.
Mali?
In Cairo, few knew the name Mali before that caravan arrived. After an unexpected succession, the throne of Mali was left without a clear leader. The previous ruler would have left on a sea expedition and never returned. The empire quickly needed a new leader to maintain stability. Musa assumed the throne of Mali around the year 1312. Nobles swore loyalty to the new emperor before the silently assembled court. The new emperor observed a rich and strategically connected empire. Trade routes brought constant wealth to the heart of the empire. Despite its wealth, the empire still sought recognition beyond Africa. As a devout Muslim, Musa was preparing to undertake the pilgrimage to Mecca. The journey to Mecca required crossing deserts and extremely dangerous territories. Preparations began for one of the largest caravans ever seen at the time. Gold, food, and gifts were organized for the long journey. Thousands of people were gathered to accompany the African emperor. The caravan grew until it became a city moving through the desert. On the horizon, a journey began that would change his reputation forever. The journey required crossing the Sahara Desert in extreme conditions. Thousands left Mali, following the emperor into the unknown. The Sahara stretched out like an endless ocean of sand. The caravan advanced slowly, forming a sharp line across the dunes. The extreme heat made every step a battle against the desert. Sudden storms swallowed men and animals during the crossing. At night, the desert was lit by thousands of small fires. Even exhausted, the travelers continued, driven by faith and wealth. The emperor silently observed the scale of his own journey. The gold was carefully protected throughout the desert crossing. Soldiers guaranteed the safety of one of the largest caravans in history. The human column seemed to have no end, crossing the vast African desert. Among the travelers, even children participated in the long religious journey. Many had never seen such an expanse of sand and absolute silence. After weeks of travel, the desert finally began to change. After weeks in the desert, the caravan finally approached Egypt.
Do you see them approaching?
Residents of Cairo began to notice unusual movement on the horizon.
Do not recognize their banners.
Guards climbed the walls to understand what was approaching. The entire city began to gather to watch the arrival. The first camels slowly crossed the gates of the Egyptian city. Soon after, a long human column took to the streets of Cairo. A scribe tried to record everything but couldn't keep up with the scale. The Egyptian authorities silently observed the magnitude of the caravan. Mansa Musa entered Cairo surrounded by numerous guards and servants. Gifts of gold quickly began to circulate through the local market. Merchants were impressed by the generosity of the African emperor. Gold began to quickly change the city's economic dynamics.
It is worth far more than you offer in gold.
The Egyptian authorities received Mansa Musa with respect and intense curiosity. Cairo had never seen such a flow of concentrated wealth. The value of gold began to undergo noticeable changes in the market. Money changers noticed unusual changes in the value of gold circulating around the city. Merchants began to discuss prices in the face of growing economic instability. Large quantities of gold began to circulate in Egyptian markets. The scribe carefully recorded the unexpected effects of this enormous foreign wealth. The Cairo market began to feel instability in local values. Mansa Musa continued distributing gold as he prepared to leave. The caravan slowly left Egypt after months of stay. Gradually, Cairo tried to return to its usual rhythm of life. Egyptian chroniclers began to record the impact of that historic visit. Mali's name began to appear on maps and reports. Timbuktu grew as an intellectual center driven by the wealth of the empire. Mansa Musa financed mosques and knowledge centers in his empire. In Europe and the Islamic world, reports about Musa spread. Years later, the scribes still recorded memories of that impressive arrival. Mansa Musa went down in history as a symbol of wealth and global influence. Some men amass wealth. Others change the way the world views history.